Hello, my dear friends and fellow baking enthusiasts. Today, I'm going to share a delightful recipe that's a royal favorite. Scones with clotted cream and strawberry jam. Let's start with the clotted cream. It's simpler than you might think. Just pour 1 cup of heavy cream into a microwave-safe dish with a large surface area. Microwave it on the defrost setting, and then keep a watchful eye on it, checking every few minutes. You're looking for that moment when the cream begins to thicken, transforming into a texture that's just right for our luxurious clotted cream. Then, let it chill in the fridge for at least 3 hours. Once set, it's ready to be spooned out and enjoyed. Now, onto our homemade strawberry jam with just 3 ingredients. Wash your strawberries gently, then chop them the way you prefer. For 1 pound of strawberries, mix in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and half a cup of sugar. Cook this over medium-high heat, stirring everything together. Once it starts bubbling, reduce the heat to medium. Keep stirring occasionally to prevent sticking. Cook until the white foam disappears and you're left with vibrant, thick strawberry jam. Moving on to our fluffy scones. Crack an egg into a measuring cup, give it a good whisk, and remove 1 spoonful for our egg wash later. Pull the milk gently into the same measuring cup with the whisked egg, slowly bringing the liquid level up until it reaches exactly 120 milliliters. Give it all a good thorough mix to combine the two. Now, in a flat dish, combine 100 grams of all-purpose flour with 100 grams of cake flour. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 10 grams of baking powder, and 20 grams of sugar. Stir these dry ingredients together. Then add 50 grams of cold, unsalted butter. Use a pastry scraper to cut and blend the butter without warming it too much. Keep working with your pastry scraper until you no longer feel the chunks of butter. Then, it's time to get your hands in there. With quick, light movements, blend the mixture to ensure there are no large pieces of butter remaining. You want to achieve a crumbly texture where everything is evenly distributed. Once the butter is well incorporated and your mixture can hold shape when squeezed, it's perfect. Now, it's time to bring our scone dough together. Gently add the egg and milk mixture into the flours. Here's a little trick. Use a pastry scraper to fold them in. This technique is crucial. It keeps our dough tender and avoids making it tough or overly elastic. Lightly dust some flour over your surface. Then take the dough out and gently fold it a few times. This isn't just about mixing. It's about creating a smooth, even surface. There's something almost therapeutic about feeling the dough become pliable and smooth under your hands. Grab your rolling pin now. We're aiming for a 1-inch thick pastry. A little even pressure with the rolling pin, and you'll get there in no time. Grab your preferred cookie cutter. I personally love to use round or flower-shaped ones for my scones. They give that classic, charming look. Each press of the cutter not only shapes our scones, but also imprints a bit of personality into them. It's these little touches that transform our baking from mere food to a work of art. And remember, we're not letting any dough go to waste. Keep re-rolling and cutting until you've transformed all of it into beautifully shaped scones. And just like that, our scone dough is ready for the oven. Preheat your oven to 410 degrees Fahrenheit. Brush the scones with the reserved egg for that golden finish. Pop them in the oven, then immediately reduce the temperature to 390 degrees and bake for 15 minutes. And there we have it. Let's savor these scones while they're warm and fresh. My personal favorite way to enjoy them. A generous spread of clotted cream first, followed by a dollop of that homemade strawberry jam. How about you? They're so delightfully fluffy. A true tea time treat. This recipe was actually my mom's favorite. The scones boast a light, buttery texture that just melts in your mouth, pairing exquisitely with the rich cream and the sweet, tangy burst of strawberry jam. Each bite harmonizes flavors beautifully, creating a delightful dance of sweetness and subtlety. It's like every scone is a little bite of comfort, bringing warmth and joy, perfect for the upcoming winter time.